Hey, Sober Sisters of St. Louis. Today is a informal video. If you read my newsletter on Monday, days are turned around. Are yours at this time of year? I got a virus, I guess with like maybe 50% of the world. I don't know. Hopefully, as you listen to this, you're feeling well. I am in Florida. So lucky to be in some sunshine right now, and it's not very warm. I'm in like 2 layers actually. I think it was like maybe 35, 40 this morning, but it's still lovely to be in a different environment from time to time, right? And as I'm recording this, today is New Year's Eve, and I guess I did talk a little bit last week or 2 weeks ago about what happens in a month after not drinking, and I think today I was maybe supposed to go over like what happens in 2 to 3 months, but I'm gonna pivot a little bit here today because of I'm not prepared. I was literally out for a walk and it occurred to me that it's Wellness Wednesday and I'm not really well. I'm well when it comes to not being hungover. I'm not hungover, so that's being well. But that maybe I would just do an informal check-in. And number one, I'm curious if you all are reading the book, if you're going to be doing the book club with us, and you're reading Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts about it. I finished the book a couple days ago, and yeah, I definitely have thoughts, and I know that we're going to be meeting at the end of January, and we're actually going to be meeting maybe like with the author. What I might actually think about doing is having her come in at the last 30 minutes, and maybe like having the first 30 minutes just be the members of the book club, and then having her join us for the last half of the call. I think that gives us the opportunity to speak really freely about how we felt about the book. I'm not brave enough to speak freely about work with a person in the room, unless I had like only 100% high praises, and I don't have 100% high praises. So anyway, yeah, I guess I should be a bit more, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, authentic, and being like, yeah, this is what I enjoyed about the book, and here's what I like struggled with. But anyway, so yeah, I'd love for anybody to join us with our book club. It's free. I think I'm gonna have my paid friends, you all, will be getting some like videos in between and like live chats and stuff for us to do if that feels like you've got time for that or you want to do that. But anyway, what I wanted to talk a little bit about today was like setting resolutions. I'm wondering, I'm curious, do you set New Year's resolutions? Like, do you all set goals? I used to kind of do that, but I don't do that anymore. And I think there's a few reasons. Number one, like, this just doesn't feel like the time of the year to do that. I mean, many of us are coming off of working our asses off for the holidays, you know, especially if you're like the mom in the family, like getting everything together. And I mean, I just won't even go into the many things that happen during the holiday season that increases the list of our to-dos, but it can be intense, right? And so, you know, we're tired. I'm tired. That's probably why I caught the stupid virus, you know. And it's winter, and I think winter is such a beautiful time for us to like slow down, and time to do restorative things and not add to our to-do list, and certainly not to have the mindset of go and do. That's not the mindset I have right now, you know, especially when I'm at home in St. Louis and like everything is gray and there's no leaves on the trees and things are frozen. Like that is an invitation. That's an invitation to me to like move at a different pace than I do in the summertime, you know. There's a really good book that I would recommend. I don't know if I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about our book club or a book club. But there's a book called Wintering by Catherine May, M-A-Y. It's so wonderful. If you are looking for a good book about like slowing down and aligning yourself with the seasons. Wintering is awesome. I recommend that one. The other reason why I don't set New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to write a post about this, and I have a feeling like what I'm about to say is probably going to fly in the face of most people's way that they see the world, and that's totally fine. You're not here because you like we all need to believe the same thing, right? But I don't really believe very fully that I'm in control of life, and like I kind of think that everything that's happened is sort of like how life just unfolds, and I'm sort of here floating down the river of life getting to experience it, but I'm not really in control of it. And I think things occur to us, you know, and when things occur to us, we do that thing. And so that's the way I feel about even stopping alcohol, you know. I mean, like, I kind of want to give a specific example here. I guess I'll give a specific example of like where my 8th grader is going to go to high school. Some might say, oh, Jennifer, you have control over where, you know, he's going to go, right? You've given him the choices and he knows what he likes. And, you know, at some point you're going to make that choice. Well, I didn't even choose to have a son. I mean, well, I won't even get into that. But like, did I choose that I was going to have a boy? Right? No, I had a boy. That was chosen for me. And did I choose my partner? I mean, maybe to some degree I did, but like he kind of came into my life and there was a natural attraction. I didn't choose that attraction. It was just there. And then we chose to like, you know, move to a certain area. I didn't really choose not to want to do that. Anyway, when you peel the onion, the layers of the onion, and you look at like how this came about, I didn't choose for him to have the friendships that he has. Like, what if on the flip side, he didn't like his friends that he goes to school with, and so then therefore it would be easy to go to this other option, but he really does like the friends that he has right now and he doesn't want to leave them. And so he's wanting to go to the same school, you know, in the same school district. And so I don't know, I guess it appears that there's choices in life, but I kind of personally don't believe in that. And you don't have to believe in that. But anyway, I think that it all kind of comes down to things sort of come up for us, you know. I didn't necessarily decide on December the 17th that I was never going to have another drink again. And who knows, I might have another drink again down the road. But like, that's what happened. And that made a lot of sense to me. And if you're someone who gave up alcohol, at some point, something made a lot of sense to you, that this was like a decision that you wanted to make, and you made it. And, you know, and so anyway, I think like things just unfold and we do what we do in the moment. So when it comes to New Year's resolutions, maybe there's some benefit in reflecting upon like what you want in life and like what direction you want to go into and what you want to do more of, and maybe you'll do more of that, maybe you won't. But here's what I think we shouldn't do. I don't think that if we make an intention to do something and that doesn't happen, we should beat ourselves up about it. That never is fruitful. It never turns out to be helpful to the mind or body. So anyway, yeah, I don't see the value necessarily in setting something kind of. I might kind of think, oh, I'd like to do more of this in the new year, you know. I might want to travel more in the new year, or I might want to go do a silent retreat in the new year. P.S. I am trying to plan a silent retreat for Sober Sisters in St. Louis. If you have any interest in doing a silent retreat, I do want to make that happen in 2026. So, you know, I kind of put things out there and work towards things, but I guess I just don't have like a list that I make. So anyway, curious about like how you do the start to the new year. But that's all I had to share today. Thanks for letting me be informal, and hopefully you can hear me without I should have done this in a different place without loud cars going by, but hopefully with earbuds that's okay. But Happy New Year to you all. really grateful that this group has started. And please feel free to leave a comment, you know, if you have anything that you want to share. I think that's one thing I would love for this group to be just a touch more of, and I need to figure out, or it will get figured out, like how to sort of do that. But one nice way could be just like if something shows up for you, you agree, you disagree, you want to share something, just put it in the comments, you know, and then maybe we'll get more people that'll have a little bit more engagement that way. I just want this to be a space where people can be free to say what they want to say and can get support if they want support, or share their sweet victories and anniversaries and all that stuff. Okay. Love you more as friends. Happy New Year.